From the Westwood Regional High School in Westwood, New Jersey, Bergen County, New Jersey, WCTV presents a scrimmage between Paramus High School and Westwood High School. Hello everybody, I'm Larry LaFury, John Francola. We've done games from on top of trucks, we've done games behind pillows, but this is the first time we've done a scrimmage here at Westwood. Because of the pandemic, the scrimmage is going to be modified. You and I are doing a scrimmage play-by-play to see how we can work. We got our lavaliers that can go something like 50 feet away. We're standing far behind. We hope to get this game in. We're going to see how it works. And if it works, and the most important thing, John, is the safety aspect. If everyone feels comfortable and safety is number one, then maybe we can come and do a game, and we'll be tweeting it on our website and getting the word out.
Larry, I can't wait, you know. It's football season, but we're in masks, you know, we're like banditos.
John and I were talking before the game. We started doing our games on top of the press boxes. Then we got into the press box and they became more elaborate. And because of the pandemic, we're back up on the press box. So this is a scrimmage. It's going to be a modified scrimmage. I was told early in the week that they will play the first half with a time, down, and distance. And then in the second half, they'll run a few series for the JV and maybe the freshmen, and they'll call it a day. What we're going to do is we're not going to be able to do what we usually do, the play-by-play, down, distance, score. We just got the rosters. The rosters, numbers are all over the place. What we want to do is to highlight the individuals from both schools and give you a flavor as to what Westwood and Paramus looks like going into the first week of play, which will start next Friday night. Some schools may start Thursday, but next week we're going to try to start to get the season off. It was a long time coming. A lot of people worked very, very hard. They're still working very, very hard. Things can change, can modify, but we just look forward to a preseason game, a scrimmage game. It's something that you and I, John, thought may not be here in May, but here we are, the end of September, and we got a scrimmage.
You know, Larry, and the weather is beautiful. Look at the sky. It's safe. Play football, guys.
So if we're going to come up here and do these games, we want everybody to say a little prayer that when we get here, it's not raining or snowing or sleeting or hailing or below zero.
We know about those situations,
We've been through that. So we are going to wait to see what transpires first. Usually, if you haven't been to a scrimmage, they start with punting and field goals, and then they get into the plays. There's no kickoff returns. There's no punt returns to protect the kids. They want to make sure the kids are protected. Basically here, John, from what I can see over the years, it's a one-on-one competition. You're trying to see what your kid can do against someone else that you haven't scrimmaged who's on your own team.
And remember here, Paramus is a group 3, and Westwood is a group 2, so you'll see a bigger team, stronger team on the other side, but it should be a nice match. You're going to watch key players, and this is the beginning of football. You got to do this. You can't just keep practicing against your own team. You got to play somebody else.
I think we all should reiterate. We'll start giving a lot of this information maybe as the game goes on. We don't want to try to pack everything in. But the number of people who are allowed to come, regulated by both schools, passes have been given out to the players only. So 2 passes for each kid. You know who's coming in, just in case you want to find out down the road, God forbid something happens. You know who's in the stadium, who's on the field. You can try to get in contact. So fans cannot come in. This is why you and I have been asked many times, are you doing the game? So the fans for Westwood and the schools we covered might be able to see the game once we put it on, if we're able to come here and do it.
Absolutely, Larry. We're going to try our best. We're here, and the weather's got to be on our favor, and they got to let us come, and everybody's got to play.
Pulled a little covering.
Oh, please. We can tell stories, Larry.
It's even colder up here than downstairs.
Oh, my God.
I mean, let's face it, downstairs we had air conditioning, heat. I mean, we were spoiled over the last 8-9 years here at Westwood. So both teams are warming up. The officials are on the field. I don't know what they're going to do first, if they do the kicking first or they do the kicking last. We really weren't allowed to be on the field, so we're going to stay off the field. Whatever they tell us to do, we're going to follow it to the letter. All right, so don't be on the field. No interviews. Don't discuss anything with the coaches like we usually do before a game. Just come up, do the game, and let's see where we are. So we'll be back with the beginning of this scrimmage that we waited so long for in just a moment. Well, we're going to have a kickoff here. And there was a coin toss. Everything is going along regular. It's a regular game. What you'll see now is probably they will not run it out. The ball will be caught, and they'll be down where the ball is caught. So you have Laughlin, the sophomore, number 2 for Westwood, and 22 is Joey Giordano, will be deep for the Cardinals. So here we go. This is the here's our scrimmage. It's a very still night here in Westwood. No
Small
wind.
Crowd.
And we're ready. Here comes the kick. End over end kick. It's going to be
I
short.
think they're running it.
Oh, they're going to run it out. Look at it.
Oh, they blew the whistle. All right. You can't take that away from kids, Larry. You know that. You get that ball, you want to run.
So let's see how Westwood, how they come out here. Ian Borgenson should start as quarterback, but no. Looks like, let's see. Pisanich will be the quarterback, huh?
It could be a second team that could be coming in.
Silvio Pisanich will be the quarterback, number 5.
Number 5, yes, number 5.
Giordano is deep. There's a handoff to Giordano,
nice
hits the left side. He fumbles right over. First play is a fumble, and Paramus falls on it. They're going to get it at the 41-yard line. Let's see who's on the bottom of that.
Looks like number 13, I believe, is going to be tough.
Alex Cabrera. So that's not a good way to start off the 2020 year.
And he had about 8 yards on that play.
Yeah, the nice little hole on the left side.
Nice blocking up front.
Westwood's going to be a very, very young team. And we saw the roster for Paramus. My God, the whole team looks like they're sophomores and
But
freshmen.
Larry, what they do have, though, Paramus, they have 5 senior linemen over between 200 and 220.
Corey
nice.
Petrozzullo, a sophomore, I believe is going to be the quarterback. Strong to the right. Petrozzullo's calling signals. Looks, the left-hander wants to throw. He's rushed away, and he is going to be dragged down by Giordano.
Well, you know what? He's a little bit upset after fumbling, Larry. A big loss.
So Westwood, we thought Westwood coming in would be a very young team with a lot of sophomores. And that sophomore team last year, John, lost 1 game. And if they didn't bring up the 2 top players, they might have gone undefeated. So 2nd and long. Petrozzullo looks, throws, throws outside on a quick critter. And that young man runs all the way down. That's Brandon Fallon. He picked up maybe 12 yards. Going to bring up a 3rd down and probably 3.
Looks like number 22 for Westwood. Giordano made another tackle. So he's got 2 tackles. And you know, Larry, after, you know, in his mind, can you imagine fumbling the ball after you had a good game?
Oh.
You got to forget about that.
Giordano's a good hard-nosed player.
Young man last year had a lot of yards, a lot of touchdowns.
We have motion here. Handoff around the right side. And he's upended by number 1.
Rough.
Well, we're back. We had an injury to the ball carrier, Freckle, and we hope he's fine. He's getting medical attention now.
That was 25.
Hope he gets back as quickly as possible. This is a 4th down and 2 as we get started here for Paramus. Handoff, and young man plows his way through.
Number 60 for Westwood made the stop. Justin Lambrecht.
Antonio Fernandez, the senior, picked up the 1st down. So 1st and 10 now for Paramus.
Look at this setup.
Handoff around the right side and tackled quickly.
Number 12, Linares, the rover.
And Linares can play. He's an outstanding, what do they call him, a rover, safety?
Rover, yeah. Call him Rover. Rover. Everywhere.
Second and 8.
Well, we can do some of these. This isn't bad.
So that was number 7. Let's see if we can get his name. Habib Ibrahim.
He's got nice speed.
Well, these numbers are not sequential. You got to go find.
I know that. This is a test.
Ooh, Westwood almost came close. Defensive signals are being called. Offensive signals are being called. Like a regular season game here. Throw over the middle. Incomplete. Giordano was there. If the ball was thrown correctly, Giordano might have had a pick.
He was inside.
He had the inside move on that.
And then barely he let the ball touch before he pulled the arm away.
I believe Fernandez might have been the
Same individual.
would-be recipient.
Right.
So 3rd down and 7 yards to go. Fernandez out to the left. Diaz Rinaldi is also out to the left. Hand off to Raheem. He got some room, breaks the tackle, gets to the outside, has leverage, and fumbles the ball, and the ball rolls outside, and they're going to give him the extra yardage.
Jack Dugan, the saving tackle that time, Larry. Or that young man was going to go to the end zone.
I hope I have this right. Haben Ibrahim, number 7. He is a senior. He's a running back. He's 5'10". They have him at 161.
Could be. Looks real good. And you had a sophomore put the stop on him for Westwood.
Inside handoff. This is Brandon Nalbandian. We're just seeing these names for the first time.
I agree.
You know, give us.
And I'll get you Justin Singer, a sophomore, made the stop, it looks like.
Well, this senior offensive line is moving Westwood's defensive line around.
And you can see the difference here, you know, Group 3 versus Group 2, you know, in size and numbers. But this is a good workout for Westwood.
It's on tape. They're taping it right near us. Oh, that was close both ways.
Oh, I saw.
That could have gone. Pitching it could have had an interception.
Ibras, as they say, the hand goes up, licking the lips.
Connolly was intended receiver, Logan Connolly.
He had about 85-yard untouched territory on the interception.
3 seconds to go in the first quarter. No score. Paramus recovering a fumble on the 41-yard line is driving.
Oh, look at this.
Run around the right end. And our young man, number 6, Brendan Nalbandian, I believe he has close to a first down. I think he might be a yard short. John, they're running very nicely on Westwood.
That was a power sweep to the right. Looks like number 20, Downs, was the one who made the saving tackle. And they follow that senior line out there for Paramus.
Petrozzula calling signals now. See, he wants to move Nalbandian, and they got to call a timeout. I wonder if you get extra timeouts in a scrimmage game.
You probably can have as many as you want.
So we got a 3rd down and 3 yards to go, 6:44 to go, no score. This is the scrimmage between Westwood and Paramus, brought to you by WCTV. Doing the game high atop the press box.
This is the old days.
It's not a bad view up here.
I love it up here.
This is nice now, but come back here in the end of October when it's about
18
degrees, windy. The kid here's laughing. Our freshman who's doing the game is laughing.
Come
yeah.
on.
You come up here, 18 degrees.
In those days with snow and
Let me
ice
tell you
and
something.
rain.
Frank Cole will be building a fire back here.
My
A little
God.
fire back here. Put a couple of Frankfurters on and complain it's cold.
Calling for my wife, bring me something to eat, hon.
Yeah, eat the Frankfurters we made.
And don't come
Petrozzula's calling
back.
signals. Handoff around the right side. He's got room. Gets to the goal line, and I think he falls in. Nalbandian. And he's in. So they made that look easy on the ground, John. They moved very easily. that you mentioned it before the game. They have a senior line. They're kind of big. And when you get a team together that has a senior line, woof.
And what they're doing, Larry, everything went right, and the running back cut back to the left and had one person to beat for the touchdown. So,
yeah, let's.
Well, wait a second. What is? Oh, this is a kick. All right, they set it up.
Going to try the PAT. This is Massimino Guacci. How you like that, John?
Oh, not bad. Oh, nice leg.
Oh, this kick a kick.
My God.
They must have found him somewhere.
Excellent
Let's
kick.
see, there was a penalty, I think, I don't know on who now. Let's see what they're going to say.
I think penalty.
You know what? You made the kick, right? The kick and kick. If it's against Westwood, go for 2.
Why not?
Give it a shot. Practice your 2, unless you don't want to show it.
I would do it. Why not?
Yeah, give it a crack.
Looks like, no, it's against Paramus, and the kicker is lining it up on a 10-yard line. But he had a nice leg.
What's the penalty on? Had to be on Westwood. Yeah, had to be on Westwood. They didn't move the ball back. All right. Gucci will try again. Massimino will give it a boot. It'll be long enough, I'll tell you that. Well, he didn't get it all, but he got it through. So it's 6:36 to go, 7-0. Paramus leads Westwood on this scrimmage here. They did it on the ground after recovering a fumble on the 42-yard line. They drove some 42 yards, mainly on the ground. And now Westwood will take over their second possession. Laughlin's back with Giordano.
All right.
Nice kick. Laughlin will get it. And that run up. And Giordano hands the ball to one of the linemen of Paramus, and away we go the other way.
Well, let's see what Westwood will do at this point.
I don't know why Borgenson's not playing.
Yeah, I mean, he should be.
Oh, yeah. I see him on the sideline.
Is he fully in the
remember they're just
tire?
holding him out, getting him ready for next week.
Yeah, you can see him right
He
there.
looks good to me.
Absolutely.
All right, Pigeonic, who's is a good quarterback, John. I've seen this kid a couple of years play. There goes Giordano. Now he's holding the ball this time.
Did you see that?
He was holding that ball.
We have to have an instant replay there if we could. Boy, I'll tell you what, he was told by the coach, you will not fumble, son.
Nope.
Yeah, I mean, he was like,
so it's going to bring up a second down, and we give 3 yards to Mr. Giordano.
that young man, I think I had a little stats on him.
Silvio Pisanic, he's a junior. They have him at 6 feet, 155. Looks a little bigger than 155. Looks at least 158. Throw out here, Laughlin had, misses, a couple of guys miss him, but Lawton gets tackled.
By about 7 Paramus players.
Yeah, they ran to the ball. Paramus looks very quick, John. Offensively and defensively, they look very quick.
I think Silvio's about 165.
So they tried a little hitch there with him, trying to elude one tackle and then try to break it for yardage.
They got great speed, Paramus. They were all over. Seven players I saw around the
Paramus
ball.
always has a good football program, John. Even the rec program.
I remember in the old days we used to go down there and play.
Oh, the rec program.
Introduction to football at Paramus, to
Vision is back. Look, throws over the middle.
Oh, that was good.
No good. Again, intended for Laughlin. The ball was ahead of him, and Westwood's going to have to punt. I remember playing Paramus when they were in the rec program, the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th grade would play. Paramus would always field a great team, always.
By the ice skating rink. There was an ice skating rink there.
Yeah, it's
and
still
we
there.
were there a couple times. Yeah, that's a great place.
They've had some great players come through this program. And Joe Sabella is the coach here at Paramus. His brother, Dan Sabella, we saw him up at Don Bosco when we did our show, getting back to football. We interviewed all the coaches, not all the coaches, we interviewed a number of coaches that we could get to. And Dan Sabella was very courteous with us and agreed to do an interview. So we did a quick interview with him up at Don Bosco as he gets ready next week to face Paramus Catholic. There's a line drive bouncing, and the ball will be down by Ruff at the 41-yard
That's
line.
rough.
Paramus will take over. 4:54 to go. And he gets tripped up and falls and falling on top of by Giordano again.
I'll tell you,
Oh, so John had pizza for dinner.
2 slices, 2 small slices. She makes her own.
You know, if you go to Green Grocer and get the pizza dough, I think it's
Yeah.
like Pillsbury. It says pizza, and you put it up, mix it out. We did this during the pandemic. You put it in the oven, you warm it up, then you put cheese and sausage on it. It's not bad.
No, that's what my wife does. She
Everything
puts,
was closed. You couldn't get a pizza, so
she
we made
puts
our own pizza.
vegetables, she'll spinach. She does all kinds of concoctions.
Patchouli, yo, that was delicious. Oh,
Matter of fact, it was 2 of them
Patchouli's
were
back,
small.
looks, throws, has his man for completion.
Rough again on the stop.
Fernandez with the catch.
And you had 22 again. You had Giordano and Ruff.
Hey, what did you do during the pandemic? Just stay home and watch the wall, John?
What's that?
During the pandemic, just watch the wall in front of you. Would you not go for a walk?
All right, I walked a lot. I was doing 5-6 miles a day, or projects we had. You
We
won't
did
believe?
that. Then my wife decided she's going to bake, and I put on about 8 pounds. Ay, 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 ay.
She would shop. I was not allowed to go in any stores because I'm older than her, so I'm more susceptible
Oh,
to
no, I
get
went
it.
shopping.
No, she don't.
Oh,
My wife said, no.
you want to hear how I shopped real quick? It was called the availability shopping. She would say, go out and get cream cheese. I saw cream cheese, I picked it up, threw it in the cart, and ran. When I got home, she said, it's too small and too expensive. I said it was available.
I like that.
That was it. Are you kidding me? Oh, you got the wrong size. I said, it said cream cheese. You didn't say cream cheese.
And then, Larry, when the food got home, I was not allowed to touch it. She had to wash the apple,
I know.
wash everything.
In
put it
soap
into
and
the
water,
sink,
right?
And, oh, my God.
Yeah. You know where she got it from? All the nurses. My daughter-in-law
what's she-
taught, my
hey.
daughter-in-law, who was a nurse at Hackensack.
She yells at
Why
me
do you
all the time.
wash tomatoes in soap and water? The gravy don't taste well with this. I was eating Ajax.
Tell you what, she yells at me and then, where's my mask? And I got about 10 masks.
I think I went to bed with a mask. I put on 8. She started cooking, baking. Drive me nuts.
Son, you can't stay by me. You got to be 6-8 feet away. So I'm in bed, you got to sleep on the floor.
That was your marriage contract. You should, after 50 years, you just read it?
We're back
Jesus.
to normal.
It took a
Larry.
pandemic you to realize what your marriage contract was. All right.
So now
Scrimmage
I'm
goes on.
downstairs.
Pazzulli back, looks, throws, he wants a screen. Oh, that was sniffed out by Ruff very well.
This young man can play, Larry.
Oh, yeah.
He's a junior. That's wrong, though, the weight.
Ibrahim with the intended receiver. So John Ruff, the junior, has played very well here. He's shown.
He's been around the ball and making the play.
There's going to be books coming out about what we did during the pandemic.
Okay. I hope they don't put the lost stories.
And John slept on the floor, under the bed.
Look at that. Ricky's didn't take long for Ricky to start laughing. All right, we're back. Now back to some serious football.
Right back to it was. There's your
fine.
nice kick up in the air. Giordano calls for fair catch, and he'll have it at the 35-yard line, where Westwood will have their third possession with 3 minutes and 23 seconds to go. They trail Paramus 7-0. Yeah, I'm sure people throughout the United States have some great stories about the pandemic, the early
The
stages.
book.
Before we can get out, before things slow down a little bit, stay home. And we still got a lot more to go.
Oh, yeah,
And the most
absolutely.
important thing, we're fooling around, the most important thing is safety. Wear your mask, wash your hands,
And-
stay 6 feet away from each other, and hopefully,
Eating
We'll get out
inside
of
is going
this.
to be tough.
it's just sad. Laughlin has the handoff around left end.
Oh, he's
There's
got
a
a-
block
got a
outside
great
by Ruff.
block, great
Oh,
block
Ruff
out
threw a
there.
nice block, and
Oh,
what a nice
He
hit out
delivered.
there.
he delivered the blow.
Ah.
Morton carries for 15 yards.
You know, this young man is a sophomore, Larry. My God. Colby Morton, what a career he's going to have.
He's a sophomore.
He can run. He can catch. He's a heck of a player. He was a heck of a player as a freshman. He had 20 rushes during the regular season as a freshman.
Now, Bandion, Brandon was the one that stopped him. He scored a touchdown, and there was a collision there between the both of them. 1st and 10.
There's
Giordano off the left
5
side.
yards.
Good 5 yards.
Looks like number 22, Logan Conley, one of the tacklers.
So 2nd and 5.
But you can see Giordano, after he made that one miscue, he's playing. I mean, he's running hard. He's
That's
hitting.
the first carry of the year.
Oh,
Listen, do it
this'll
now when it
happen.
really don't.
I agree.
You know.
And there's plenty of things you can do to eliminate that.
Giordano
There he is.
again.
Look at him.
And a penalty comes in. Penalty
Holding.
comes in like that. It's always a hold, and it is a
Yep.
hold against Westwood. So I'll back him up 5.
Come back for a hold.
So they're going to bring up a 2nd down and 14.
What a perfect night for football.
Oh, it's great. Really is great. Isn't it once again? Rough on the inside.
Oh, look at this.
Ooh, it's a bubbled screen to the 45. Picked up about 7.
Nice wheels, Ruff.
Brought down by Connolly. Third down.
Now you imagine Giordano's a junior now. Last year,
Yeah.
he had in 8 games 7 touchdowns, almost 600 yards, rushing
As a sophomore.
as a sophomore. Yes.
And he's going to get better and better. Piston, it throws it out here. Ruff has it at
That's
the
a great
50.
throw. Ruff again. Stopped by number 13. So we got to go to the sheet. Number
We're at a minute to go in the first quarter.
Fourth down and short for the
Alex Cabrera made the stop.
Fourth
Took a
and
little bit of time to get there, Larry.
4th and short. And they're going to get Paramus for an offside. So that'll bring up a 1st down for Westwood.
Spartans drawn offsides, resulting in a Cardinal 1st down.
Yeah, boy, I'll tell you.
Penn Westwood on the Spartan 35.
So the Spartans of Paramus. I always like to name the Spartans.
Beautiful name. Yeah.
I used to like Michigan State for that. They were
I-
called the Spartans
That's the
of
team
Michigan
I
State.
root when I first came to the United States. I rooted for
Giordano
the Spartans
cuts
of Michigan.
to the hole and falls across the 40 to the 39-yard line. Pickup of 6 yards. Didn't look like much, but he got 6.
In and out.
That
6
could be
yards.
that will be the last play of the first quarter. So
7-0.
Paramus will take a 7-0 lead here in this scrimmage. 1 week before the regular season begins. 7-0 over Westwood. You
know
are
what?
watching exclusively WCTV, the all-volunteer cable access group from the Township of Washington.
All right, 12 minutes for the second quarter.
Okay, we start the second quarter here. Looks like the same setups here. Roof comes around, cuts inside. And he gets across the 35-yard line.
Ruff, what a
I
job
tell you
he's
what,
doing.
this Ruff kid playing well.
We're going to have to have a
good
nickname for Ruff.
Good surprise.
6 yards on the carry, tackled by number 55.
He's quick.
Zach Doak.
Playing very well.
And Zach Dolak, 6'2", 212, a junior for Paramus.
First down. Giordano
Oh,
And Giordano fights. What a Giordano.
about 9 yards.
Every yard is a fight.
Now Beatty with the tackle.
You know, that's the only nickname we have. We called him the Comet last year. You know that?
Oh, yeah, he was good.
What speed that time? 9 yards,
Oh,
straight up the
he
middle.
runs hard. You know, they say these running backs, they could run hard behind the interior line. Giordano could run inside. There he is again. Well, this time they gang tackled him
Close
on
for a
the
first down. Ooh.
35. I think he's going to be a little short on the 25. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No gain on
Let's see. No gain.
down by
Yeah, first.
I gave him inches. So you give him an inch, so he gets a yard, right?
He may have lost a half yard. Let's make it no gain.
No gain. They're having fun over there.
You know, watch on for just an exhibition game or scrimmage, if you would call. It's not a bad crowd. And we have a first down. I think Pizzone kept the ball. Yep, he did.
Yep.
And we got a first down. Clock moves.
2.5 yards. First down, Westwood.
So Pistonich is a junior. He also played defense, had, I think, 10 tackles during the year. I think quarterbacks should all play defense, right?
Yeah, I believe so. This kid
gotta
played
give.
quarterback freshman and then the sophomore, played a little bit last year. But Pizzone can play. He can play. Here he goes around the end, and he gets babbled out of bounds. They're going to call him. They're going to call a penalty
hit.
on the outside. Yeah,
Delay hit
roughing
outside.
the quarterback or hitting him out of bounds. He did the right thing. He didn't throw the ball, and didn't get thrown for a loss. And he took a shot, and he got yards.
Yeah,
So they're gonna mark off some more yardage here.
Look how far he comes to get the play.
Personal foul against Paramus.
First down, Westwood.
I've always thought that play where you guys running to the sideline and he gets hit, you're running to tackle him. It's kind of tough to pull up at the last second. It is.
In your mind, you got to hit the
gotta hit
person
him, yeah.
to tackle because
It's a tough
you're not
penalty.
sure, is he inbounds or out of bounds? And once you hit him out of bounds, it's 15 yards.
But you got to protect the runner. He can't be out of bounds and you bang him.
I agree.
I mean, it's a fine line. I can understand. There's
Look at that.
Giordano. Look at him inside, fighting down to the 5-yard line.
That was a ping pong. Bounced about 4 young men.
So Joey Giordano gets the ball down to the, I believe, the 5-yard line. Let's see where they're marking it.
Well,
Nope, they back it up to the
they
6.
backed it up, yeah.
Hey, they can get a first down at the 2-yard line. So second down, clock is running, 8:40. Paramus leads 7-0. Laughlin comes out to the left. Ruff out to the right. Pistonik calling signals, hands to Giordano.
Oh, he
Slips
changed
one
it.
tackle,
Oh, what a
slips
move.
another tackle, and falls forward. He's going to be
First down.
close to a first down. He might be a yard short of a first down, maybe 2 yards short of a touchdown.
Nice dancing on that part for him. He started to the right, went to the left, gained 4 yards. It should be 3rd and, well,
Let's see, a 3rd and
or
2.
yeah.
So let's see what Westwood calls here. I would think another run.
Oh, Giordano with the run or Ruff? Ruff is not in. No, Ruff is
They're
outside.
spreading them out with Ruff right, Laughlin left, rest of the team tight. Pisanich will take it,
Oh.
and he will go to the goal line and in.
touchdown.
So Silvio Pisanich off right guard bangs it in.
5-yard touchdown we give him.
So Westwood drives the field after receiving the punt and scores with 7:42 to go. And they're a PAT away from tying this game.
Young man can play. Quarterback number 5. Runs well, made some nice moves.
Jason Levy, the senior,
Excellent.
and he's
kicker.
got a pretty good toe. And he bangs it through. So we are all tied up with 7:42 to go here at Westwood, New Jersey in Bergen County. 7-7 in a scrimmage, but well-played scrimmage. Logan Conley and Antonio Fernandez. All right, Logan Conley, Antonio Fernandez is back. The ball is bounced around, and it's picked up by the short man up front.
86 fielded at the 23.
Is that Abraham?
Yeah, number 7.
Yeah.
First down, 10 start.
Della Pesca. I'm sorry,
Number
no, Ibrahim.
short.
You're right.
Who's number
Habib.
7?
Number 7, yeah, number 7 was with Habib Ibrahim. A senior. I'm impressed with both teams, Larry.
You know, yeah, for their first game,
Oh, this is great.
practicing, they didn't get much practicing in at all. High school, forget college. College, most of it's not playing. The pros playing fairly well considering
Absolutely.
the amount of time. And this game here is going to help both teams dramatically.
A lot of positive I see.
Petrozzulli
so far.
looks, hands off, and hands off right up the middle. And that went to, I believe it was number 1, wasn't it?
And Satabella.
Fernandez.
And Satabella, 21, made the stop for Westwood.
So that was Antonio Fernandez, who now comes out in the slot.
Gain of about 4 yards. A nice fake.
Petrozzulli keeps, eludes one tackle, and then he's unloaded on as
I
he
gotta
gets
pick up the
loses
individual.
loses about 2 yards.
Counted behind the line of scrimmage.
Looks like
Down by Sabatella.
Sabatella again. Number 21, Larry.
So yeah, Petrozzulli, he lost about a yard or 2.
Yeah, Sabatella is a sophomore. Number 21, 5'11", 175.
John, this sophomore team, we're gonna people who come and watch the games. These sophomores on this team here are unbelievable. They played some great games last year as freshmen. We were told what a freshman team we have, and I've been told that the freshman team they have signed up is very promising. So,
you know what it is? The intelligence of these players. You know, here's a sophomore making those kind of move and stops. Is so important.
Timeout. Petrozzulli looks, throws, ball's up in the air.
Oh, that's
no
a
good.
great-
And again, it was Roof who broke it up. That ball went up in the air. That's not good for Paramus when it's up in the air like that.
Ruff is playing some game. I got to come up with a quick nickname for this young man.
So it's a 4th down now, and I believe Paramus will punt.
This was an excellent 4 downs.
I tell you what, this might be their first punt.
Look who's back there. 22, the Comet. Giordano. I wonder how the one brother who had all the medals, the
IVs.
IV. Yes.
Oh, he had a
The
Giordano.
IV.
Oh.
He started the problem for the Giordanos.
We have to explain that as we go along.
Yes.
The ball goes out of bounds around the 45-yard line. His brother had a game up in Mo on a very hot night, got cramps in his leg. He was carted off the field about a hip a dozen times, given fluids and sent back out, and we gave him the name IV because he was drinking water and Gatorade and liquid. You know, got the biggest kick out of that? His mother. She said she gave him, on a day to game, she gave him more liquid to drink, Gatorade and water.
And then he had cramps. And we said, oh, he's taking another break. Get the IV.
Don't drain him off the field. He was a hard-nosed player.
Oh, absolutely. Well, this young man here, his brother right now.
And there's one coming up after him now.
I know.
There's
This
one
is
after-
unbelievable.
there's another
See,
Giordano.
what's there, 4 or 5 boys?
Oh, they finally got a girl there, I think. Pichenick
What
kept
a
the
fake.
ball and gets across the 50. Boy, he held that ball in Giordano's gut for a long time.
Yeah, Giordano tried to grab his arm.
Giordano said, I want the ball.
And Pisanich,
John, I'm telling you, he's an outstanding quarterback. This kid's going to be okay. This kid is okay. He's not going to be. He's played well.
he's a junior.
Yeah. He's still got a lot more room to grow. He hasn't hit the ceiling yet. A lot more to grow. Ruff comes out with Lawson. And Constantinides is out. Oh, pitching it, fumbled the ball. Yeah, ball was a little low. Snap came back a little low. So it's 3rd and 8 after that miscue.
Oh, look at this guy. Boy, this is beautiful. How about all the stuff we're getting from California? They tell you on the weather station, it's going to be sunny. All of a sudden, there's no sun.
Well,
You got all
in
that
California,
stuff from the front.
you're running for your life.
California is burning.
Everything is burning. Pitching its back, looks. Cox doesn't want to throw. Now he looks again. Now he throws, overthrows his intended receiver. He had him open.
Did a nice job to get the time
Linares
to
was
throw
open
it.
there.
Yeah. You know, Larry did a great job to prevent being tackled, and then he just threw a little bit too strong and high. But I agree with you. Excellent quarterback. A junior.
So it looks like Westwood will, they should punt, but who knows? Are they going to let the clock run down now? I guess. Are they going to go for it?
Yep. Why not? You're.
Yeah, this is,
Hey, it's preseason.
scrimmage. You might as well go for it. Run the same play. Linares was wide open. We got doubles to the right, doubles to the left. Calling signal. Giordano is in the backfield. Pitching rolls to his left. Looks now, throws. Bounces there at the 45-yard line. Linares was intended. No good. And the Spartans of Paramus will take over with 4:36 to go in the half. We are all tied 7-7. Paramus on Westwood's 48-yard line. Petrozzula looks now, flips it outside, far end. And we'll get the number of that young man. We'll give you his name.
Oh, there it is. Diaz Rinaldi.
There you go. Picked that up from our Dan Radikowski, our announcer. It was nice to see you
And
today.
he's inside with lights on. We just have our normal eyes up here.
Diaz Rinaldi. And we got a
Timeout.
What happened over here? Got timeout?
Timeout. Cardinals.
Somebody's. What happened down here? Someone
think he
lost a shoe.
I think it was number 5. No, he's got his shoe.
Sabatella? Maybe, I don't know. Whatever it is, Westwood called a timeout.
Oh, somebody's on the sideline. That's
So we're going to play the half, and then I believe the second half, the JV will get in a little bit, and maybe some of the freshmen might get in.
The varsity gets their first 2 drives.
I think the varsity get 2 drives, and then they'll go to the JV and freshmen.
Good thing we had this young man here
Yeah, we
telling
don't have.
us this.
Thank God, if he's not around, we wouldn't know what we were doing. What are we
He's
doing
a freshman,
here?
number 22. We got to get his name on here.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
on the camera here. Your name is? Mike Karsich. You're not related to the Karsich family.
And he's never going to come back again. I'm not going back up there. Going to go home and take 2 Andersons.
No relation? No relation.
What's his last name?
Karsich. Tony, Anthony? It could be, you can return. See, he's no longer coaching. He comes back as a child.
Well, you know
He's ready
who
to
Coach
play.
Cartridge is, don't you?
Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want
You
you
never
know.
did anything to his house.
He probably don't know who we
You-
are. So
Larry, you know, a lot of the football players used to go and ransack Tony Karch's house, throw stuff on there and run. Kidding around, of course.
yeah, handoff up front to Fernandez.
Oh, you're the C versus the K. All right.
He probably don't know who we are. Right, Craig? You don't know who we are, do you?
I've heard you gave.
All right, then you know who we are. Actually, it was our brothers. It wasn't us.
Not us. We would never.
We
fool
never
around
do
like
this. Nah.
That's not us.
We're trying to make up for those 2 screwballs.
Oh my God. They get us in trouble all the time.
Yes, they do. Had to bail them out once, too.
So from the 35-yard line.
Here we go. Petrozzulli keeps,
Oh,
and he's knocked
what a hit.
backwards.
You got to pick up
Number 60.
number 60 is Justin Lambrecht. He's going to be one of the key players. They
Yeah.
listed guard and defensive tackle,
Yeah.
6'2", 225 out of blue. I think so.
Yeah, he's going to be their anchor. You see why? I remember from last year. Second down, and we'll call it 11. Petrozzula will call signals. Gets the ball, fakes one way, steps back now, fires downfield, and it's going to be incomplete.
Guarded by Jack Dugan.
There's that sophomore. He came up last year as a freshman.
Then he was
and played.
hurt, though. He was hurt or something.
Yeah. He's good. He's a good corner. He
We know
played considerable time last year on the corner for Westwood.
Nice job. Nice size
Third
for
and
him.
10.
5'10", 170. He's more than 170, but
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, maybe.
a lot of muscle.
Yeah.
Lives a couple of blocks away from us. This is young Dugan that we knew.
And Fernandez is
Oh.
tackled hard. That's Giordano making the tackle.
He's psyched. Look at him. Look at him. You know, the comment. I was more like
Boy,
a falling star.
Does he play hard or what? I mean,
Hey, you know what? When he fumbled that ball,
Oh, he's probably-
he's giving you 150% right now.
oh, he probably was so upset.
Because
So
it was not a hit. It
fourth
was,
and long with 2:10 to go. Fourth and 7. And
you're allowed to.
almost. And now the flag.
now they got
That was a little delayed there.
now against Paramus, I think.
Paramus?
Well, they didn't call
Ooh.
the first.
Yeah, they didn't. All
At
right.
least don't call the second.
I thought they were going to call it on Westwood, a delayed call, but no. So that backs it up even more. So it's going to bring up a fourth down and 13, 14.
On about the 37.
Yep.
What a game though, hey?
Yeah, nice
For
game.
First game of the year.
Yeah, 7-0.
I like the uniform
Petrozzula
for Paramus.
calling signals.
You can read all the numbers.
Oh, the numbers. Oh, thank you. Petrozzula back. He has plenty of time. And he threw into a crowd. I mean, there were 7 players there of various colored jerseys. So Westwood will hold. Somebody ran a wrong pattern there. You
Rinaldi.
couldn't have 3 receivers in the middle of the field, surrounded by 4 defensive players. That's not going to work.
I think they were planning what they were going to do after this game. Where we're going to meet. Do we have curfew tonight?
What's today? Today's Thursday? Now they got school tomorrow. Or virtual school.
Virtual.
Hey, John, you got to see virtual school.
I see my daughter in Ordell.
You got to see that. I'm
She
telling
has
you.
that. She comes over my house and she has art on TV. Oh my.
Giordano. And Giordano is thrown for a loss. That was sniffed out very well. The pass has to be delivered a little quicker.
Yeah. And poor Giordano that time, as he turned around, there was a stop.
You got to see my 5 granddaughters on a table doing homework, and my son trying to help them.
Oh,
Boy, I think pitching his arm was hit. And let's face it, John, when you get to the 5th and 6th grade, we can't do math.
I know.
We can't do science. We're lucky we could do English. It's in our language.
I can't even do Italian. And I was born there.
They sit there with their headsets on, they're on
Oh
the
my
computer.
God. Larry, beyond belief.
Don't talk, I'm busy, I'm on the computer.
Oh, okay.
Piston is back, he's being rushed. Lobs one downfield for Lawton and knocked away nicely. Good defense.
Ooh. Lawton had a nice.
Fernandez. Hey, John, I realized something up here. We may have a slight problem. We need light.
You know,
I'm going to talk to Ricky.
yeah.
Going to
right
need a
about
little light
now,
up here.
It's still pretty light out.
Well,
But we
we'll
need
see
a
what it
light.
looks like here. I mean, they weren't expecting to put light up here. It's like the old days up
we
at St.
should be able
Joe's.
to. We can bring a light, you know, and Well, I have one that I used on interviews when I pick somebody up on.
Maybe we could buy one of those coal miners hat with a light on it.
I I have a nice light though. You would see this one light, and you got to give the Social Security number. Oh,
Blocked! Blocked by Paramus. Boy, special teams, I'm telling you, it's so important.
Ooh, I just heard.
Both punts blocked by the line.
I tell you, you have offense, you have defense, you have special teams, and some coaches put tremendous amount of effort into the special teams, and now most coaches do, because this is what happens. You get a blocked punt. I remember, we got a minute. I remember a game special teams won. It was a close game a number of years ago. Westwood was playing Inglewood, and Westwood made a kick right where they are now. And the Inglewood kid fumbled the ball on the 15-yard line, and Westwood went in for a touchdown and won the game by that touchdown. So, you remember what they did. Petrozzillo, he's going to be dropped.
That looks like
Justin Singer with the tackle, and a timeout on the court with 26 seconds. So special teams, you have to put the work in. I'll never forget that. The kick was so high, the young man from Inglewood fumbled it, couldn't catch it. The ball was wobbly a little. Westwood jumped on top of it. They got the ball on the 15-yard line. I remember it was the end of the third quarter. They changed field, and they went down on our left-hand side. They went in for a touchdown, and Westwood won by 6 points. That fumble.
And that's the last thing you really work in practice. That's maybe the last week of practice you're going to do it.
Well, today, with the time that you have, you can't practice long, so you have to cut something here and there. And even the pros are talking about how much time they could put into special teams. And
that's the last thing you're going to do, and that's where you lose games. As
so
well stated by you.
You have to put the time in. You got to get the players to make sure they know what they're doing. Punt return, kickoff return. When you talk about special teams, you got the kickoff that you're doing. You got the punt return, right? That's 2. I'm going to miss one. You got the field goal that you try and attempt, and a field goal you're trying to block. So you're talking at least 4 teams. Hope I don't miss anything. You have to have 4 different teams on these special teams.
And some, you have the same players on all 4 teams. Then that person gets all messed up in the head.
Sometimes you can't. You got to have different players for different things. Your punt return team is different. But Zuli has time, runs away.
Coverage snap to the Cards.
Yeah, that's a tackle where you touch him. They don't want the quarterback being whacked.
You can hear the other coaches and the players saying, wait, because at that point you're going full speed, you can injure someone. They're still chatting.
Last play, and we got 2.4 seconds to go.
So a 7-7 game, Larry. A lot of excitement. It's great to be up here, you and I.
Yeah, it's nice.
And Ricky. A beautiful 70-degree
I believe
weather.
it's 2.4 seconds to go.
I go along with you. Or you could say 2.4.
No, I think that's it. So the half is over, the 7-7 score. Well, there we go. Taken by the running back. He stops, and he will get the ball where he caught it. And Paramus will take over. We've been told they're going to have a couple of series for the varsity, and then the JV and freshmen will get a couple of series, and that will be it. That's what we've been told, but we're so far away, they could send smoke signals up. Anyway, we're going to find out what's going on.
But so far, Larry, I thought it was a very good scrimmage between 2 teams.
Yeah, I think the coaches got a lot out of it. There's a lot of teaching moments here. Go over the tapes tomorrow and Saturday. Show where they played well and try to continue that play. Show where they could tighten their plays up.
Oh.
Nice stutter step inside.
Still running.
Now we don't have the light. It's going to be even easier, even tough.
This is going to be tougher.
Now, Bandian. So now Bandian with the, I'll run here, I'll run there, and I'll dive into the middle.
You know, I should put my glasses on. It'd be.
Second and 8. Petrozzillo looks, fires, has his man,
nice
and
hit.
boy, he's hit hard. Is that
Pass scored by number 23, Ronaldo.
Rinaldi with the catch,
3 yards and 7.
Yeah, look,
and Dugan with the hit?
Third down and 6.
that was Dugan.
3rd and 6.
That was
Dugan, yeah.
That was a big.
John,
oh,
that
I can
kid-
see that 44. Yeah.
That kid played last year as a freshman.
But then he was hurt at the end.
Yeah.
That's why he didn't get enough playing time as a freshman. But he's got great size, and he should be an asset to this program.
Petrozzillo back, has time. One thing I say about a lot of time. And there's Giordano to stop him short of a first down. 22 on 22. Connolly with the reception. So it's 4th down and 2 yards to go, and why not?
Oh, you got to go. You got to work on these plays.
Well, you're getting 2 series, that's it. Go for it.
I
Nope,
agree
they're going
with
to
you.
punt. See what I know? Giordano's
Maybe
going to
a
drop
fake
back.
punt. How about a fake punt?
Oh, why not? Everything on the table today. You're practicing. Put it on tape. See what it looks like.
Oh,
Bad
scribbler.
snap. Ball gets away. He's still going to have a chance to kick it.
Oh,
And it hits
one of his
it hits
players.
his own players. You know what? If it goes past the line of scrimmage and it hits a Westwood player, it's a live ball.
Yep.
So yeah.
So here they get the ball on the 33-yard line. No, they put it on the 35.
And the ball's going to be spotted on
Should be
the
32.
33-yard line.
33.
Now I got to move in closer for that.
So Westwood comes out, trips to the right. Rough way out to the right. Whoa! Ibrahim almost had an interception,
God.
and he could have run to Hillsdale before they found
He
him.
was on a full gallop, and they hit him.
He could have run to the
He could hit him in
Wendy's
the
in
arms.
Hillsdale.
Imagine if it got caught in his helmet, and he says,
Boom.
"Where's the ball?"
Just keep running.
And then you take your helmet
Speaking
and
of
you put
Wendy's,
it
I
down.
went to Wendy's a number of times during the pandemic. Didn't get out of the car, got to Wendy's, went home. Make a great malt. A great malt.
We can't talk Wendy.
Anybody wanted anything for me to do, I always said, yeah, I want to do something. I got no time. Pitching it, looking,
Oh, good
and
hit.
he's hit as he gets to the line of scrimmage.
Takes it himself for a 2-yard gain.
Let's see, what are we doing here now? Pitching this is going to have I believe, is it a 4th down? No, 3rd down.
Third down. Third and
10.
10.
Yeah, 3rd and 10.
Looks good. Trips to the left. Look at this. Trips to the left.
Boy, they got everybody left.
Now they're going to go to the right.
Probably, watch. How about run? How about not go anywhere?
Oh, this is how
Boy, that was sniffed out by the front of that defensive
My
line.
goodness. Four players.
Number 1, Fernandez. Fourth and long.
So 4th down now. And a timeout.
Yeah, they're going to be switching some players.
Yeah, I guess the next series they might.
So they have a timeout, official timeout now after a while.
So next week, I don't know who Paramus plays. I apologize. We didn't get that. But Westwood's going to go to Richfield Park. The Pit in Richfield
Oh,
Park.
my goodness.
Remember old Tony Gonzalez?
Tony
Team's
Gonzalez.
down there? Oh, baby. The Pit. And then they're scheduled to play Mawa, their first home game. And that's going to be senior night.
But didn't I hear something? Mawa may have pulled the plug? Yeah,
Mawa,
shut
well,
down.
yeah, they had a problem.
Shut down for 14
one-
days or whatever.
Only 7.
Pitcher that
Only
throws.
7?
Has his man.
Oh, that's a great throw.
completed. Constantinides on a square in or
That
a
is-
post.
Converted.
That was excellent throw.
Passed up by number 34, Constantinides.
So Constantinides gets the pitch. First down Cardinals, 1st and 10.
Perfect throw on that.
So the
slant.
ball is down to about the 15-yard. Listen, inside the 15, we'll call it the 14.
Ruff is out there to the left.
And a
Let's
quick
see,
timeout. Paramus couldn't get their defensive players on the field, and we have a timeout on the field. They have Bornson.
He had, you know,
He's out.
he's walking up and down. You can
Yeah,
still
we
see
see him walking
number
up and down.
7.
We don't
There
know
he
the
is.
situation here. A lot of times that's also private.
Yeah.
Don't give that information out in high
Oh,
school.
I agree. He's 6'3", young man who
Yeah.
can play.
He was looking forward to the senior. I saw him at Wendy's.
Yep.
He got out of his car and he come and asked me, what are we doing? And you think there'll be a year? And I said, I hope so, for your sake. He said, I'm a senior. I want to play my last year. You know, a lot of kids were saying that. Even like
Oh.
last year in the springtime where kids couldn't finish the year, baseball and summer sports that were there, they couldn't play. Proms were canceled. It was difficult. It was very, very difficult.
So, Larry, the JV is coming in right now for several plays. So the varsity, let's give A, B, C, D. What did you think of Westwood's first game?
I think for the first game, I think Westwood, they got what they wanted. They had their players play one-on-one. There was really no scheming here. You're not trying to scheme and beat them up. Just put one-on-one like you saw Ruff down there, go down and get the ball. I think a lot of positives come out. You can build on the positives, and any mistakes they made here and there, you could
You
see
work
that
on
those
that.
mistakes can be correctable.
Look great, I think.
Yeah, I think Westwood will be very, very competitive. Barring injuries, they'll be competitive.
You had the key to number 7, but you now have number 5 who's doing a great job. Pistonich, you know. He can play. He's got a great quarterback. The defense looked great.
Right. Now you
Running
have
back were good.
now you're going to start getting the JV and the
Yeah, this
maybe
is-
some of the freshman kids will get in. We're going to try to.
This is kind of tough now.
Yeah.
I was thinking about putting my glasses on too.
Just when you were getting to know the kids and their
Yeah.
numbers, they change all the numbers. New kids in. So you got Chris Conti, a freshman,
Intended for Agatoni.
who's a quarterback for Paramus. And we'll try to pick some of these names up.
Yep, I'm gonna
See how far we can go with this.
put glasses on. First time I wore glasses in about 5 months. This should help. Oh, Larry! Oh my God!
Now we're going to have, I think, could be the freshmen coming in now. As they changed.
Let's see. The only thing I got to watch with my mask that I don't fog my glasses.
So right in the middle of it, I think we're going to have one series offense, and then Paramus will have one series, I believe, because they just, in the middle of the field, they just switched over to try to get the players in.
I saw Jack Dugan.
See if Dugan's a quarterback here. Yeah, watch a little bit of this here.
Yeah,
See if some of the kids we can pick up.
what a nice fake.
Well, how
Look
do
at
you like
one.
this? Sabatella.
Oh,
And Sabatella gets inside the 20-yard line.
so that
John,
was,
now you wonder why. If you had any questions why this team was basically undefeated last year, he was on the team.
Chris Conti.
That was unbelievable.
He
What a
hit the
play.
hole and took off.
What
So-
speed.
Now quarterback number 44, Jack Dugan for the Cards.
So Dugan is the quarterback. He's a sophomore.
He played a little last year, and then
Yeah,
he was
played
injured, I think.
a
Yeah.
lot of corner he played last year.
He's got nice size. He could be a nice middle linebacker, too, down the road.
Sabatella again. Look at this.
Look at the offensive line. doing
And
nice
we got a little
job.
hold in there as he gets down to the 15-yard line.
Now I can see Larry. This is unbelievable. Just like I was reborn
You
here
mean
with
for
my
2.5
glasses.
hours you couldn't see?
Well, before I saw him.
Ah.
Oh, when it got really dark.
Well, say hello to our cameraman here.
Hi, how are you? I'm back from reality. You know what's bad? When you breathe through this, you get a smoke screen, and then you don't see out of both eyes.
The coaches for Paramus went down. They're done. They worked on the varsity. There goes Dugan.
Oh,
Misses one, misses.
This
Two
kid-
misses.
look at it. He's throwing his own
And a
block.
penalty comes flying in. They're going to have holding against Westwood.
Finally knocked out
Another holding penalty.
of the Spartans.
So you see Dugan and Sabatella. The young
players, the sophomores.
young Cardinals.
Oh, it's
Chirping.
going against
Going against Westwood.
Westwood.
Unless that referee made a big mistake, it's going against Westwood.
3 yards.
That sophomore team won their 8th grade Super Bowl.
Oh, is that Westwood? The Super Bowl, 8th graders won the Super Bowl, so more players will be coming
Yeah, I'm telling you, they
to
got
Westwood. They got a great feeder program.
Oh, that freshman team is going to be dynamite. You could just see where
But these are predominantly sophomores, right? That I'm watching, and freshmen.
this freshman team is going to be good. We said it a couple of times. There goes Dugan. Wow, look at this.
Oh, you got to be kidding me! He's gone.
Look at this. Look at this.
Look at this.
There he goes.
Boom.
Down to the
2-yard
1-yard line.
Dugan finds a hold of the left side, finally brought down inside the 5-yard
How about the
line.
speed and waiting for the blocks and sort of going back?
First and goal, Westwood.
They're probably saying he can't be a sophomore. That's the quarterback.
Didn't you play safety at the first part of the game?
Oh, this is beautiful.
You know, you could see him being a running back before he's finished, right, John?
Definitely. But
The
now
way he
he's
runs?
quarterback too. I mean, nice size.
You never know.
And quarterback, a running quarterback.
Well, there goes Sabatella,
Touchdown. Looks
and
like.
he's in. They made it look. This is what this is the future of Westwood, with Sabatella and Dugan and Laughlin.
Ruff. Well, Ruff is a sophomore, but the freshman crop is unbelievable.
I'd love to see the freshman team this year once if I can get to see it.
You know,
This year's freshman.
wouldn't that be a good idea to have a game and do a game?
Oof.
Well, maybe we have to talk to Ricky, and maybe you and I don't have to worry. You know,
What are we
could
worried
do a
about?
freshman game.
No, the kick is no good. So it's 20-7 if you're keeping score there. Like I said, it doesn't count, but boy, does it matter. So I'm very impressed with the Westwood team, especially the younger kids, the sophomores. They really did well. The junior, Ruff, they played well. Sabatella played linebacker with the varsity, made himself seen and heard. So, like I said, Westwood going forward, got to clean up a couple of things. They always have to clean something up
Yeah,
and improve on what you're doing. And they're going to be, as usual, very, very competitive.
they got to build. Right now, they have new linemen coming in. You know, you had the luxury of 4 or 5 big linemen. Now young men will be coming up and filling those roles. You can see a young man in the middle right there, number 64, is it? 65.
Whoa, you heard that whack.
He's a freshman. Well, that's all right.
Palmieri with the rush to the left side, gain of 4.
I don't think we have those.
How do I can read the numbers?
Mathis with the tackle.
Well, let me see what I got over here.
With the glasses, I can, but.
Well, maybe the glasses will help. Pitch out
Look at the hit. Look
and
at that
quickly.
hit. What was that, number?
That looks like number 9. Jackson Goldflam, a sophomore.
Sophomore, he did a nice job putting.
He closed very quickly.
Making the play and then putting him down for the loss.
Well,
look at the
looking,
penetration.
running, has some room, and runs out of bounds for a first down.
Conti scampers to the left side for a Spartan burst.
So you got 48 seconds to go in this. Well, they get it. It's 20-7, a combined score.
We'll let this be the last series, and then we'll close up here, say our last words, and we'll get home. And
a very successful day for Westwood and
I really
Paramus.
very successful. And Westwood has a fumble, and Westwood has it.
And the clock is running. This could be the last play of the game for this series. No, they stopped it with 20.7. I'm very impressed with them. You get some big linemen there, Larry, coming in.
What you see is the young Cardinals there working their way.
Look at this, 78, 56.
You know, and as time goes on, John, the coaches get more comfortable with these sophomores. They're going to start putting more and more in, giving them more and more responsibility. And I think they're ready to take that responsibility.
Can you imagine,
they have
Coach
they have this
Amelia?
athleticism that, you know, just shines. You just see it.
And Coach Amelia is going to love this. Having, you know, look at it, screaming for another player. He's got to be a co-captain, number 70.
Timeout Westwood.
Dugan calling signals.
Look at that hole in the middle.
Look at these holes.
You know, 44 Dugan quarterback, a big running quarterback, Larry, coming up with a great arm.
And that will do the third quarter.
7-yard carry.
Why the clock stop? I have no idea.
9 seconds. No, now 0. Oh, and this will be the freshman team coming out. They now changed the clock to 0-0-0, Larry.
Well, they just about finished. They're going to have maybe a couple of more plays here for the freshmen, and this pre-season game's over. The scrimmage is over. We've been saying it the last maybe 20 minutes. Westwood came out of this with a lot of good positives that they can take from it. They're going to build on it. Paramus, same way. They got a bunch of players here, and I think they got the cobwebs out. They were able to get the game going, and hopefully next week they'll be able to flow right into it, both teams.
What I see here, I see 2 teams down the road are going to be playing for a division title, either in Bergen, in Bergen County. Both teams have a lot of players, no real injury. One young man was hurt.
Yeah, that's a shame.
And
right, game.
I think the skills and the job done by both coaching staff has been outstanding, and these players are playing tremendous, Larry.
Yeah, they did well, considering what they're up against, and they're going to be up against it every game right up until Thanksgiving, where Westwood will have a Thanksgiving game against Riverdale. It's going to be a battle every week to get the team ready and keep the team safe. We want to thank, of course, Danny Vivino for inviting us here to cover this scrimmage. Of course, we couldn't have done this game without Dennis Hart, who gave us all this information up here. And then we come up here to see if we can do it. It looks like we might be able to do it. There's no light up here, but we'll figure that out if we come back. So we enjoy doing it. Down the road, we'll sort everything out. And if it's safe, we'll be back. So, John, that's it. Westwood, it doesn't matter what the score is. Westwood is winning, but they played very well. Both teams played very well. And let's just hope.
It was an outstanding evening. I love it.
It was great.
You know, the field looks beautiful. The temperature was great. And the kids played.
And we have to mention that the fans that were here followed the guidelines. They all have masks on. They tried to stay as far apart as you could. Families are together. So I think it was a successful evening of football and safety, and let's hope we can do it. So for Ricky and John and myself, we hope you enjoyed the show. We hope to be back. Keep watching our station. Catch us on our website. We have more information. Good night, everybody.
Good night now.